people used to call me fat all the time, and it would really bring me down.
Especially within my friend group at school, all the girls are so skinny, like it's crazy. I don't think I'm large or anything like that, but I'm definitely not as skinny as all my friends. And I used to really struggle with that, especially in the beginning of the years of high school.
I just want to kind of fit in the best that I can.
Sometimes my height comes into being insecure because I'm so much taller than most of my friends.
I was by far the tallest girl, always. And up until about literally senior year of high school this year, I was taller than a lot of the boys in my class. I hated it. It drove me crazy. I would come back from camp even, and my mom would always say to me oh, you have the tall girl slouch. You have to stand up more, because I'd literally slouch. So I was shorter.
They would say all sorts of things to me, and it was really hurtful, but I just brushed it off. It's fine.
We are real women with curves and cellulite and stretch marks and fat. And we gotta own that, baby. Giving him something he can feel.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Pia and you're listening to my podcast, Gain Wealth with Mental Health. It has come to my attention that as our society progresses, our standards for beauty becomes more unattainable. So, talks and controversies about body shaming have become more frequent. It is everywhere. You can hear it in the news, you can see it on social media, pero lalayo pa ba tayo sa ating pamilya lang, di ba? Sometimes may kita mong mga tao or tito and tita mo, maririnig mo parang tumaba ka. Ang payat mo naman, kumain ka naman. Whenever or wherever we are, as long as may nakikita sila, may pupunain sila. And that is sad. Iba naman talaga ang body shaming. Walang pinipiling tao. Kahit mapayat ka, mataba, maliit o matangkad, nakikriticize ka. Ano nga ba ang body shaming, mga mare? Let us hear from our listeners' opinion from Davsu PSI 1A Lubao Campus. Hello, Jana. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm actually quite well. Are we live?
Yes, Jana. Well, I would like to ask you, what are your thoughts and opinion on what body shaming is?
Well, our lives have just become modern, pero I'm wondering bakit yung behavior ng tao is suddenly changing. Is it because of technology or gadgets? Especially teenagers. They are too much criticizing, judging, insulting other people's physical appearances.
Wow, thank you for that, Jana. I agree to Jana's statement. In this time and generation, our standards for beauty are rapidly progress. And often, when people do not fit into that standard, they are treated less than those who do. This is why issue about plastic surgeries and eating disorder is frequent and has become prominent throughout the years. Let us hear from our second listener, Carlene.
In my opinion, body shaming is criticizing yourself or others because of some aspect of physical appearance is a judgmental, negative, and destructive practice. Messages from the media and each other often imply that we should want to change, that we should care about looking slimmer, smaller, and taller. It's important to remember that no matter where a person is on the weight spectrum or how much a person weighs, everyone deserves respect. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for your participation, Carlene. I mean, who wouldn't want to be beautiful? To be accepted. Most of times, to be respected and included. Well, I am not talking for everyone, but I think we can all agree that we all want to be beautiful. But the beauty that we want is sometimes hard to achieve, and maybe sometimes it can be unattainable. And we beat ourselves for that, or others beat ourselves for that. This is why plastic surgeries and other cosmetic procedures are an option for other people to achieve the beauty they want or the beauty they are forced to by our society. For now, let us hear from our listeners. Rika on her opinion on the pressure of society to people to look in a certain way.
So, everybody wants to be liked and accepted in this judgmental society. There is no problem with having flaws and imperfections. People are just the problem. Dragging down other people doesn't make it cool. Hindi naman masamang maging mataba, mapayat, flat-chested, dark skin, have thick thighs, and have a white forehead. Why? Nobody's perfect, right? And people who uses plastic surgery to achieve the beauty they want is okay, and I accept that.
Yes, Riga, nobody is really perfect as they say. We cannot control the way we look and we cannot please everyone. Let us listen to our final listener on their thoughts about body shaming. Janet?
Body shaming is saying criticisms, judgments, and insults to other people, which can offend and hurt other people's feelings. Makikita naman natin na minsan mga kapwa pa natin mga babae ang nanguhusga sa atin. Parang binuhusan tuloy ako ng malamig na tubig. So hopefully all netizens, women, or other people will be aware of the fact that we need to revive women empowerment. In fact, we can please everyone to accept you for who you are. Kaya ang gawin mo na lang, learn to love your body or love yourself. Because this is the best way to avoid being affected by other people's judgments. Remember, we are unique in our own way. Kapag nagsasalamin ka, mahalin mo ang taong nakikita mo roon. That person deserves to be loved, not to be hated or nor criticized. Nakakalungkot pero nakatira tayo sa mundong puno na mapangusga na hindi naman perfecto.
Alright, thank you listeners out there who gave their opinions and thoughts during our podcast. Stay tuned listeners, we will take a break and come back immediately after this scene.
Body shaming has become a serious issue in our society.
Body shaming is defined as being inappropriate, negative statements or attitude towards another person's weight or size.
It is a form of bullying and as well as being humiliating.
It can lead to short or long-term psychological and health issues.
Body shaming occurs in three main ways: criticizing yourself, criticizing someone else in front of them, and criticizing someone else behind your back.
It also crushes the self-esteem and confidence of another human being.
In addition, women with high-level body shame reports higher amounts of infection and poor overall health.
It also results for social anxiety and feel ashamed for natural bodily functions.
Unfortunately, eating disorder can be caused by a history of being teased or ridiculed based on size or weight.
Social anxiety often results from a sense of rejection regarding weight or physical attributes. For instance, menstruating, sweating, eating became problems to hide.
As a result, they tend to deny themselves quality care, leading them to poor eaters and disease.
Body shaming is one of the biggest problems in today's generation. It is a practice of making critical, potential, humiliating comments about a person's body, size, or weight. It is obvious that all of us comes in different shapes and sizes, but society and the media puts a lot of pressure on us with beauty stereotypes and standards to deem some as healthy and some are not. Recently, there have been a lot of controversy about body shaming and body image, especially among teenagers. Body shaming is an extremely personal concept that can take a negative toll on a person. The harmful effects of body shaming among teens includes lowering their self-esteem, confidence, which lead to poor mental health and causes weight gains. Have you experienced body shaming?
Mahirap maghanap ng damit na kasya. Mahirap yung maghanap ng damit na bagay sa'yo. And yung pagpapawis. Yun nga kasi mataba ako.
Naka-experience ako ng pangungutya sa aking balat o katawan nung ako ay nag-umpisang mag-aral ng grade school. Dahil nung I was 7 months old, nagkaroon ng aksidente sa bahay namin at ako yung batang na nasa loob ng bahay namin na nasunugan kami ng bahay.
have a big boat. Naturally, I have a big boat. So, yung figure ko talagang medyo malaki siya. Pero, okay naman. I'm used to it. I have a big boat, so I look fat.
Growing up, it's been really sad kasi I was bullied a lot. And payat ako and I have dark skin. Palagi akong napupunta sa mga tao. They would call me names, negrita, payatot. Even today, I could still hear those words.
Based on survey conducted by Refinery 29, most women heard the critical comment of their body before they turn 14. And it shows that from a young age, we are already criticized about our appearance. Furthermore, body shaming commonly happened to adolescents, but in some cases, body shaming also occurred to people regardless age, gender, and ethnicity. In fact, researchers have always shown a strong connection between body shaming and depression. Nowadays, body shaming is recognized as being the major cause of depression, especially on students. In this case, a study showed many students are bullied mainly because of their body shape, size, or appearance, which lead to body shaming. Being the object of bullying makes people not confident and become anxious about other people thought about them.
This is what makes me me. This is what makes me a human being. And I should embrace this. I should look into it, see what it has to teach me about life and not running away from it. If I keep running away from it, it will keep chasing me. If I keep running away from my insecurity, it will keep chasing me until the day I die. But if I sit down with it and feel every single moment and live with every single feeling that I have in my heart, then I can process it. I can process it. I can understand it. I can learn from it. So I want you, in a way, to love your insecurity, to embrace your insecurity, because life is trying to teach you something. And I know that I've just been like an absolute emotional mess in this video, but I love it. I love this about myself, that I feel so much and I feel so deep, and it's so easy for me to cry. And I love this about myself because it makes me me. I don't want to be any other person, any other version.
You know what, listeners? In our short but fleeting discussion made me think of something. Everyone is always saying that there is nothing perfect. No one is perfect. Perfection is unattainable, and that we can only reach a small percent of perfection. And then it came to me, what if there is perfection? And there's multiple kinds of perfections. But the thing that we are so caught of is just another type of perfection. With that thought, aren't we all perfect in our own way? Having this kind of mindset is key to accepting and transcending these issues and controversies about body shaming and our attachment to achieve this type of perfection. And that is all for today, listeners. Thank you all for tuning in to my podcast. See you next time, or not.